pressure. That's why a shooter, bro, like a shot creator, that space.
And off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over.
You can't be hesitant the way you normally play, because this year, that little bit of space and you're open. That's a good shot. You remember that one pass you threw out the tone, and it was people around him, but he had the space and they didn't get a hand up. That's a good shot.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Caught here by Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
They feel like this is a Hall of Fame.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Darnold. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
120! Let's 5-7.
The Wentz now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Nigga said you on your own, nigga.
Check 50, check 50. 36, 36.
He said you wanted that pressure, nigga. You ain't want my help earlier in the year when you was gunning.
Darnold now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon.
Bro, that was so fake, nigga. Like, get out of here, bro. The nigga dove at me, fell, and was able to get back up and tackle me, bro. Get out of here.
Now, what we're
Fake as
watching
hell.
offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive. Looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
-57, 57's low. I'm scared.
Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with Howard. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Pac-Man, waiting. Hey, they scared. Sunday. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Quentin Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards.
It's hard to stay in front of what
that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the pickup of 5, here's
So
second
you
and
can
5.
cheese. I got you.
Now Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
All niggas got to do is that dumb play.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Darnold from the gun. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets the season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards. And getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards on the pickup there. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coach.
Nah, that's a good thing.
That you stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is into the end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator,
This offensive line is garbage, bro.
I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the counter, here's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Darnold. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd
Who,
down.
you talking about me? I ain't hear you say 82. I just heard you say what second dude. I created me. So now I created a defending shark.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football.
Yeah.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
He lit.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
How many badges you got on what?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he's given his guys a a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running with Howard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
You about to make another player?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Open man is Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On the carry, it's Cannon, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go one more.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
I put my post moves up because I'm not up really, but up a little bit better because if I want to spin technician or
now wins. He leaves this one for Howard.
Drop step.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's not in the same.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
God bless you.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, high 7. Mike 51, Mike 51. I got him. 51's Mike. Mike 51. He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is... Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Elsewhere, a third quarter score, and the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And an alley to run, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Belt, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football.
How did they
picked up by the Eagles.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That's like
from the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Oh, here we go.
Again, Darnold on the screen. This is Cannon. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
53 is the mic. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah. And Darnold, he lost the football. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold, that'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now
I
they're
actually
winning
had
this
a
4th quarter,
6-foot
losing the
small
game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Wentz. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he connects with Ertz. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
Texting you all day yesterday and today.
Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going.
Take this. You said what, bro? Nah, I lost. I got the Jets in this one league. They trash. I ain't got no. Yep, I ain't got no pass rushers. I ain't got no I got 3 offensive linemen that are 70 overalls. And I just got done playing the Eagles with that crazy defensive line. Yeah, so it wasn't nothing I could do. They had Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, all them niggas.